on the, hello?
Ew, what's your deal, son?
Come on, dog.
What's going on, Money Grip?
NYC.
What's up, God? It's NYC from NYC, kid.
What's up?
What's up with your family?
Nothing. What's up?
Yo, how you been?
I've been good.
Yo, it's been so long since I seen you, kid.
Okay.
From Chicago, right?
How do I know
We
you?
went to PS 129, son.
Okay.
Elementary school together. We had the same substitute teacher.
Okay.
All right.
Your auntie was in my daycare, son.
Oh, man, your auntie was in my
Yo, how you been?
I've been good.
Yo, you talk to your third grade teacher?
Huh?
If you talk to your third grade teacher?
Have you?
Yo, she called me looking for you.
For real?
Yo, she asked me if I had your number.
You stupid. Y'all are crazy.
I gave her your two-way, huh? Yo, I remember when I gave you your name. Back in the day, you was like, I'm ready to go. I said, Aaliyah. Yeah, you done came up.
Thank you, baby. I'm glad you remember me.
Word, congrats, word. The album is off the monkey.
I get
Word.
Right.
True.
Okay.
Word.
Right.
Alright?
Okay.
Word.
True.
Word. Alright?
All right, NYC.
Alright, peace, fam.
Shut up.
How often do you get that? I remember you when.
real funny. Why do you say that's pretty funny.
She's born in Brooklyn, raised in Detroit. That's the Motor City. She's a singer. She's an actress. She made her debut in last year's Romeo Must Die. She's got a new album out. She'll also be starring coming up this year in The Queen of the Dam and, get this, Matrix 3. How big can it get? She's here today. I know her uncle. We boys. She's a great girl. Y'all give it up for Aaliyah.
Thank you.
Great. Leah, how you doing?
I'm good.
Looking so fresh and vibrant this
I'm
morning.
trying to be fresh and vibrant.
You
I
are.
got my hat on because it's really early for me.
Yeah, and you couldn't manage to pull all that hair together into something.
Nah,
So
you know, it just
I had that same problem. My hair, I just look at it and just go, it must be a hat day today.
Exactly. It's one of those days.
So how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling really good. Everything's going well for me, so I can't complain.
It is going very, very well for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you start out to want to be an actress, or you just started out wanting to be a singer? What was in your mind?
I started doing a lot of plays when I was young, and, you know, that encompasses it all, singing and dancing and acting, and I wanted to be an entertainer. I always wanted to sing. I wanted to act, so it was always a part of my plan to do it all and to be perceived as an entertainer. You know, my parents grew up with Sammy Davis Jr. and all those people that did it all, you know, so that's how I was raised, and that's what I wanted to be.
Wow. When did it first happen for you? What do you think was the biggest break you had? The thing that really kind of started stuff into motion.
Rolling. I would have to say Star Search.
Oh, yeah. You were on Star Search.
You were on Star Search, and you said that's so ashamed.
No, it's...
What is Star Search?
I get embarrassed when I think about it because it's so sweet, but I went on Star Search when I was 10 years old, and at that point I had just acquired agents in New York, so I started going out for TV pops. I went out for Family Matters and all those TV shows. And
when?
No. I got 3 3/4 stars. Yeah.
3 3/4 stars. How old were you then, Aaliyah?
I was 10 years old.
Did that break your heart to get to 3 3/4 stars?
It broke my heart. I went backstage, I cried, then, you know, I wiped the tears, and I went back downstairs and watched the rest of the show, and I was like, it's okay. I'm not going to stop.
3.5 stars. I'm doing movies now for $3.5 million. So you take you and your damn stars. I guess you just wanted to say, okay, Mr. McMahon, you can pack them stars right up in the crack. Excuse me. I was just probably what I would say at 10.
Yeah, you.
I would have told Ed McMahon to pack them stars straight up in the cracker. That's what I'd have said at 10.
But Ed
I was
McMahon.
a different 10 than you, though, Aaliyah.
He had good things to say about you, though, Ed McMahon.
No, he did. He really did. When I read the article, I was like, wow. He even remembered me, you know.
He remembers everybody.
It's really amazing.
Oh, yeah, but he knows talent, though.
Yeah, he does.
He knows talent.
So he said some great things. That was a great experience for me. It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
And, you know, rejection makes you stronger, and you have to learn about it. And I just learned about it at a young age. So.
Well, you're here now.
That's right.
Are you loving the new album? You think this is your best work?
I do. I really and honestly do. We put a lot into this album. I took a long time to do it, which I'm glad about because I got to rework a lot of things, go back and listen to what I've done, and I'm very happy with it. I just hope the fans love it as much as I do.
Y'all look crazy.
I'm sorry. We are crazy.
We always argue.
You know, it's amazing. She has on no makeup, and she looks beautiful. Yeah. I mean, she is stunning. Yeah.
Okay, so what does that tell you?
It tells you she's a true beauty.
Right. And it tells the rest of y'all, don't be trying this at home. Put your damn makeup on. Get your damn makeup on. Do not try this. This is just for Aaliyah. The rest of y'all, get in that mirror and get it on. Aaliyah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Aaliyah.
Great guest.
Last time I just called, you had me on your hit list, and I just talked to you, and now I'm here, hanging out, and I want to come back.
And
You're always welcome.
Always. Open door.
well, you got it.
Hello. Hi. When you debuted, you were like 13?
15. I just turned 15 when the first album came out.
Yeah, and when I debuted in Japan, I was about 15 too.
Really? Okay.
But like, how's it been since
then?
Has anything changed? Just because you grew up a bit?
Yeah, and I grew up a lot from the first album. I was a novice back then, so I watched a lot and kind of just sat back and learned. And on the second album, I think that's when I really started to come out of myself and really take more control creatively. So now I'm just like in a whole other place. I don't mess around when it comes to what I want to do and what my ideas are. I spit them out. And it's,
that's good.
It's really, it's good. It's a good feeling.
And now how old are you now?
Just turned 21.
What, were you born in New York? Or?
I was born in New York. I was born in Brooklyn, but I was raised in Detroit, Michigan. So we moved there when I was about 5 years old. So it's where most of my life is spent, and now I'm back home, so it feels good.
Yeah, home is, I'm going to be returning to New York from September to go to college. And,
okay. Where are you going to go?
I think Columbia's.
Yeah, I was looking at Columbia, NYU. Columbia's great.
I saw your movie just last night, like a, what do you call it? Like a screening? Yeah. And I took some of my friends with me, like they were all girls, and then after we finished watching it, they were like, oh, she's so skinny, and then she's so slender, and then we were all talking about, like, how tall do you think she is, and stuff like that, because you look really tall in your videos.
I know, I get that so much.
Yeah.
You know, you're really little. I thought you were really tall, and I don't see that. Like, when I watch my videos, I don't look that tall to me.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. But then, like, usually me too, like, when I see someone for the first time, they're like, oh, you're so short.
Right.
It's like, thank you.
I know, right?
Like, the first thing they say.
Like, how should I take that? Okay, well, whatever. It's odd.
But no, I know, like, it's, like, when you see someone for the first time, do you think they just see, like, Aaliyah, like, the artist, or?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't know me, no doubt, and they're looking totally at Aaliyah they see on TV. And it takes, you know, it takes a while to get to know me, especially because I'm pretty reserved. It takes a lot for me to open up, so I'm pretty complex, I think.
It was just really fun to watch, and it came through how much, like, how great the mood was on the set. Probably, like, just, like, thinking.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun. There was, like, no beef between anybody. Everybody got along. Andre he set the tone for the whole set. So everyone was just laid back and cool. Everyone joked. It was a lot of fun. I was very blessed for my first movie to be on a set like that.
And it was like, it was a really nice part, too.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really good part. I wasn't expecting to get such a meaty role for my first time out, but it just came together right.
Yeah. So. We're just feeling bad for the meatball guy. We were just laughing the whole time about, like, what he was saying, and we're like, what a part.
He's hysterical. Anthony had us weak the whole time we shot the movie. He was ad-libbing all the time, throwing in lines that no one expected, like, I'm gonna find you with your Aaliyah looking. I was like, oh my God. He's great.
Yeah.
He's a lot of fun.
How was Jet Li?
He's dope. He's so nice, and he's a jokester. I like to laugh. Yeah, so I love people with a great sense of humor, and he jokes. He joked with us today. He jokes on makeup artists all the time. But he's a hard worker, and I really admire that, and he's just sincerely sweet. Really is.
Because, like, it was just kind of funny to watch all this, like, the Matrix stuff and the Romeo and Juliet story and, like, everything being brought together. And it was, where was that set in? Place?
We were in Oakland. It's supposed to be California. Right?
But yeah, like, California and everything, like... He's like,
yeah, that's it. California. You forget sometimes. I'm just like, it's Canada to me because we're in there. But no, you said no, California.
So it was really, the whole idea was really, yeah, it was really fun.
Thank you, I'm glad. Well, that's what I liked about it. It was something different. You know, it was a touch on Romeo and Juliet, but it was its own story at the same time. And all the different elements, the comedy, the hip-hop. I just thought the whole project was just something really dope and different.
So do you want to put more focus on acting, or?
I really enjoyed doing the movie. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it for a very long time, so this was the right project. It was the right everything. So I do want to continue. I'm looking at some scripts now, and I'm going to continue with music. I'm definitely not going to abandon that. That's my first love, but I'm going to try to juggle both of them, see what happens.
Because when I saw you crying in that scene, I was just like, wow. And then I forgot where it was, but like in an interview somewhere, I read that. At first, you're like, I have to cry.
It was real scary. I read, like, I had one of the first versions of the script before I left to go to Vancouver, and I'm flipping through it, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to cry? Like, how am I going to do that? How do you, I've always watched movies and wondered how people do that on cue. And it took a while to tap into that emotion and bring the tears forth. So my coach and I worked on that one for a while. It was one of the first scenes we shot, so I was really nervous.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like the second or third scene we shot, and it was like, we worked on that one.
Oh, they shoot them like in really weird order. Huh?
Yeah, it's not in order. They shoot it out of order. So it was. That's interesting too. You have to like read. Okay, what are you doing today, and then get into that mode and get into that feeling. So it's an interesting process to put a movie together.
But yeah, you worked with Rodney before?
Rodney Jerkins? Yeah, on the second album, sure did.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Yeah, guys, like, I'm surprised you picked that one up a bunch.
Nah, because I just worked with him like last month.
Yeah.
And
you like
and my next single's like the one that I worked on with him. And I'm just wondering what you thought of him.
What do you think?
He's just like really professional.
Yeah.
You know how he used all the Pro Tools, so it's really fast?
Yeah.
When they record the songs.
Real quick.
At first, I couldn't get used to it.
Yeah, it was, when did I work with him? That was like beginning of like 96. I just turned 17, and yeah, it was cool. It was nice to work with. We just did one song. I didn't really get to know him. So
I just thought the machinery and stuff was so amazing, because I'd be singing and then he'd be like, okay, another one, and I haven't even stopped breathing yet.
And he's like, let's do it again. That's funny. One of those quick people. Yeah, different producers work differently. I like to take my time.
Now, do you work with like a lot of different producers, or do you like working with one song?
Well, I like working with different people because I like the album to have, variety of sounds, but I want it to be consistent, so I want everything to mesh, so I like to pick and choose who I work with. Timbaland, we just mesh well, so he'll always probably have like majority of the work on my albums, but I like working with different people, but I have to feel like it'll work with me. I don't like who's ever hot. I won't pick just whoever's hot. It's got to be something that'll work with my style, so it'll come across right.
How's the third one coming along, the album?
Well, we started it before I did the movie, but I had to stop and then stop again to do the soundtrack. So now it's like almost starting over again, because I've listened to the stuff I did and I want to change a lot of things, and I have all these new ideas. So I don't know where it's gonna go, but it'll be hot. I have a lot of hot songs I'm gonna keep, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it just yet.
Are you gonna be staying in New York for a while, or when do you when you record, do you go somewhere else or just stay in New York?
New York, mostly. It depends if I work with someone who doesn't live in New York. Most of the time we'll just fly them in. I like to work at home, so most of it'll be done there.
I might see you around in New York someplace.
I know, right? You're gonna come.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to hook up.
So can you give them a message?
I have to say thank you for all of the support. I really love coming here. I'm looking forward to coming back and performing, and hope they like the movie and the soundtrack. And the album is coming. So once again, I love you and thanks for everything.
Cool. So thank you for coming today. I hope you have a good time in Japan if you get to go out.
Have fun. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, that's Tyrese. What am I gonna do on Hot 97 Blazing Hip Hop and R&B? Little Miss Thing is in the place, please.
That's right. Yes.
Let's have a one time for Aaliyah. Hello. What up, baby girl?
Nothing, girl. Chilling.
You are killing them out there right now.
Trying.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
You've been at it for a long time. We were just talking. I asked her what her first single was because I thought it was At Your Best, but it was actually back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And she was 4 when she did that song. She was like, back and forth.
I thought I was the coolest thing. And my bandana, my sunglasses, and my baggy pants. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was hot. Yeah.
She was just a gangster.
Yes, I was. I was a little thug.
How old were you?
I was 15. I just turned 15 when I came out.
That's gotta be crazy to be 15 and to be like. Did you pick all your clothes? Did you pick your look, or did somebody dress you?
Yeah, I wanted to be the way I always was. I didn't want an image thrown on me, and I didn't want to be too girly and put on the skirts. I didn't believe in that back then. I thought when I was 16, I thought I was never gonna wear a dress and never gonna wear heels. So I was a little boy back then.
You've been doing that lately, though. You've been flipping it a little bit.
Yeah, I've been growing up now. And it's funny because you really do. I really believe that I was never gonna be like girly then.
Really?
18, 19 rolls around and you start to like those things, and a little bit more of a woman now.
You like these? Oh, these shoes.
These shoes are kind of sexy. These shoes and this bag kind of matching, So things change.
You're having fun with that though now.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing? You've been traveling, working?
Traveling, working. The album's out. I gotta thank everybody for supporting. It's doing well. The next single, we're dropping singles back to back. The next single, we're doing Rock the Boat first, and then we're dropping More Than a Woman. So I'm getting ready to do the video for Rock the Boat this week with Hype. And
you seem like you would really like doing videos too.
I do.
Like you look like you really have fun doing them.
Putting the choreography together and dancing, I get a kick out of it.
Do you always work with the same choreographer?
Fatima.
Same one all the time? Yeah, because you be killing the little. Even if I'm, I'll be like, oh, I like this song. But then when you see you do it, you be like, oh yeah. You really enhance. The choreography is always really good in your video.
She's the bomb. She's dope. She just did Mary's new joint.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, Fatima's hot, so.
Shout out to Mary. I just see Mary's huge billboard on the West Side Highway.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You did?
She's killing it. Yeah, I love Mary. I've always been a huge Mary J. Blige fan. So.
Who else?
So many people. Sade. I missed her concert. I was sick.
Me too. I heard she was incredible too.
She's so beautiful. I've loved her since I was a little girl, so she's number one to me. And so many people. It's just.
You know what I had Janet in here, and I asked her who she was feeling now. She was like, I like Aaliyah. Right, Patty? Exactly.
I've always liked Aaliyah. Oh my God, that's the compliment of life right there. I love her too. We tried to hook up for this album too. We
didn't
tried.
happen?
Nah, scheduling just didn't work out. But
that'll be a hot little song. I can see that.
Yeah, we're hoping it still works out something in the future.
All right, you're gonna stay with us for the countdown. Aaliyah's here. We got the hotlines open. You can call her up and talk to her. Say hello. 1-800-223-9797. We're gonna take them back first.
All right. This is my baby. I love that.
Yeah! Let's get it cracking, baby. It's Hot 5 before time. Today we are sponsored by Levi's. Thank you very much for sponsoring our countdown today. Aaliyah is in the place with us.
That's right.
Aaliyah, you have to join us right now in congratulating our grand prize winner. Last week we gave away all these Rockaware back-to-school backpacks, right? So this person here has got a $1,000 Rockaware shopping spree at Macy's.
Ow! How great is that? Well, congratulations.
That's pretty nice, right? The winner is... Drum roll? Is it already rolling? Okay. Engin Zula. Okay. From Rochelle Park. Congratulations. You are going to go shopping. Compliments of Rockaware and Hot 97. So have a great time at Macy's. That's a nice little prize, right?
Fun, yeah.
Enjoy that. Thank you for checking us out. I hope I didn't mess up your name too bad. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. I used to say your name wrong all the time.
What would you say?
forget now.
I used to get a lot of Aaliyahs.
It's Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
I used to say Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That's not bad, right?
Cool. No, yeah, I used to get Aaliyah a lot. That's crazy. It's like, no, it's Aaliyah.
Well, people got it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been long enough.
Yeah, right.
They really got problems if they still
jacking it up, tearing it up.
And also, speaking of Rockaware, I'm noticing that you're wearing the Rockaware pendant.
I am. I've got my little Rockaware pendant on. You know, that's my crew. Much love to Rockefeller and Jay and Damon and Biggs and everybody. I shout them out every time I get on the radio.
Are they? I know there's friends there at the Rockefeller family. I'm gonna be easy on you, Mom, because I can't even press you like that. But I can't do it. I can't.
Thank you. I'm so glad Angie loves me. She loves me.
But I know that because I know what your statement is always anyway. Your friends.
Yes, we're very, very good friends.
You and Damon.
Me and Damon, yes.
And you're cool with Jay and Biggs and everybody.
Mm-hmm. Love them very much.
Do they? It's so cute. Do they help you at all with stuff, or are they involved at all in your your career stuff?
Oh no. When it comes to when we all hang out, it's like let's not even talk about business. You know, it's like we deal with it all day, every day. So it's like we don't even talk about it when we have the personal time. We just kick it and laugh and have fun.
Is that something that you always make your personal life? Because I noticed in the interviews I read, they already came out and asked you stuff, and you're like, we're friends. Is that you?
It's because when you're in this business, everything is always out there for people. Your life belongs to everybody else, which is cool. But you always want to feel like there's something that I have for me. You try to hold on to some semblance of a life, and so a private life. So that's why there's just certain things I won't talk about, and there's certain things I will. But I try to keep it separate as possible.
What about rumors and stuff? Does that ever?
Rumors are funny to me.
Really?
I actually get a kick out of them because I've heard so many funny rumors, so they really don't bother me.
Because the rumor originally was that you were connected to Jay.
Yes, exactly.
You remember that?
Right.
We talked about that at Summer Jam last year.
Exactly. Jay and I were hanging out a lot. He's my homie. We have a lot of fun together, but we never dated like that.
Right.
But, when you're seen with someone or, a few times, people assume, they must be seeing each other.
Something's going on over there.
It was me and Genuine, me and so many people. So,
I forgot about you and Genuine.
We did the video together, and it was like, they're seeing each other. And we never saw each other like that.
Now, does that hurt your real personal life, when you're trying to date or something?
As long as the person knows, then they can understand the business, and, if they're secure, then it's not a problem.
Can you go on a regular date? What do you do on a date? Anywhere you go, it's public.
Yeah. I like the movies, so people definitely see me a few times at the movie theater, just kicking it on some regular, type stuff.
With your friends.
With my friends, yeah. But yeah. I like simple things. I don't like to do that much, Lazy Day, he's over there weak. I see you over there weak, and But I do have to, I'm going to do, speaking of Rockefeller, everybody, I got to shout out Memphis Bleak and Beanie and Freeway because I'm probably going to do a remix from One of the Women and put them on it.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, so everybody look for that.
Beanie's album is crazy. I love it.
Yeah, Beanie's dope.
All right, we're gonna kick it. Aaliyah is here with us. Look at DMX. We're gonna get DMX, which is number 5 today. Make sure it is on your list because we're gonna hook you up after number 1. We got the hotlines open if you want to talk to Aaliyah. Let's have it, man.
Snake.
Oh, we'll talk about the snake.
Yeah, we'll talk about the snake.
So how powerful. What we're giving you today? We got a Hot 97 back to school backpack. Huh? How's that?
Fun.
Aaliyah's here with us today. She's chilling.
Yeah, I'm hanging out.
You're a very mild-mannered girl.
I'm a bit reserved. I got my moments, I get really silly.
You're a little crazy?
I get a little crazy,
But for the most part,
I'm pretty chill.
Just chill.
Yeah.
She just chilling.
I just be chilling.
That's about it. What we talking about? Oh, the snake. Patty wants to know about the snake. So you're in a video with this big, humongous snake that looks like it could kill you.
Yes.
Were you scared?
No. Nah, we worked with snakes for the photo shoot for the album. So when you lift the CD, in the case, the picture on the bottom is with a couple of snakes. And I was a little nervous at the photo shoot, but Dave LaChapelle shot it, and he was like, it'll be really hot and sexy. Just do it. So I was like, okay.
But how about, could you die? Could they bite? Could you die? Hot and sexy is great, but I don't want to die for hot and sexy.
You die for beauty, darling. You die for beauty. But no, they weren't, they were pythons, so they constrict if they're going to kill you. So you don't have to worry about the biting, right? But unless they're hungry or they feel threatened, supposedly, they won't,
Lucky for you.
Yeah, they won't hurt you. So they were just like, just don't let them go around your neck. I was like, okay. But it was cool. It was actually a lot of fun.
You liked it a little bit.
I did. The whole danger of it, the whole risk factor was kind of, thrilling. So I had fun. I was kind of feeling myself,
All right, little Miss Hotsy Totsy.
Try to be.
And congratulations, too, on all these movies.
Thank you.
And this whole other side of your career is doing so well.
Thank you. I'm very happy about it. Very excited about it.
First one was, obviously, Romeo joint. And you had to read for that a few times, right?
Yeah. I met with Joel a few times.
Had you taken acting lessons and stuff like that?
Yeah, I took the time. We were just talking about Harold Gustin.
Yes.
Shout out to Harold. I love him very much. I worked with him for a while before I took any scripts and went out for Romeo because I wanted to get back into acting. I hadn't done it in a long time, and I didn't want to be whack. Right. For lack of better words, I did not want to be whack. So worked with him. He was on the set with me, and so that was the first one.
And you cried and everything.
I cried and everything. He made me cry. He was like, you got to do the real tears, no fake tears. You got to give it to me. So.
Is that like emotionally draining?
That was very draining. That was the only scene I had to do that day. So Joel was really sweet about it. He was like, don't worry about it. Just cry a few times on cue, and then you can go home. I was like, okay. So it's really draining.
So what do? You like dig into like things that make you upset?
Think about depressing things, very hurtful things that may have happened to you, in the past. And I pulled on my grandmother's death, and I thought about that. And Harold worked with me that whole morning, and then just cried my little heart out.
You must have been so depressed after that day.
Yeah, it was a very depressing, draining day. I slept for the rest of the day. But then you feel good because it's like, I did it. I cried. Those are real tears. So you get that sense of accomplishment, too.
Wow. Yeah. And you got 2 big ones coming out, too, right? Matrix 2?
Yeah, the Matrix 2 and 3.
Huge!
Yeah,
2 and 3?
Yeah, they're doing them at the same time. So I've got a cute little part in both. And Queen of the Dam. I have a really good part in Queen of the Dam.
Which comes out first?
Queen of the Dam will be out first. That'll be either February or March of next year.
Is that, you have like a little love kind of story in there, right?
Yeah, Akasha is vampires are very sexual beings. And,
You're a vampire?
I'm a vampire. And she's out of control. So yeah, she has a couple of scenes, kissing.
You have a love scene?
In a way, they don't make love. So I didn't have to worry about that, which was great. Just a lot of kissing and vampire type. Vampire love.
Vampire love. Is that weird for you?
That was really weird. I worked with Stuart for a while, and we kind of hung out and built a friendship first.
This is the actor that you had to show the vampire love with.
Yeah, I had to do my vampire love, and he plays Lestat. And that day...
People say it's just acting, but when you're kissing somebody, you're still kissing somebody.
Yeah, it was really awkward. The director's like, okay, let's rehearse. So kiss him. I'm like, okay. He's like, come on, just kiss him. And it was just the most awkward thing. And once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Once it cut, it's like, oh, God.
Then you both standing there.
Yeah.
You feel like maybe you should go get something to eat after.
Like, can you take me out so I just feel better about it? Can we do something? But yeah, that was a hell of an experience. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun one. She's a great character.
Well, congratulations to her on the movie stuff. We're gonna take some calls. You want to talk to Aaliyah? Holla at her. 1-800-223-9797. Things, her album in stores and all of that.
Yes.
You seem like you love what you do, too, man.
I do.
Gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, I love it. You have to love it.
And I like how you always kind of been just easy. You never, force things down people. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Nah.
Is that intentional, or is just that how your career went?
I never, ever want to, bother them. You know what I mean? The fans are so important. You make the music for them, you make the films for them, and you want to please them. But I never want them to get tired of me. So, I give them all of me when I have a project out, and then I feel it's important to, okay, let them have a break from me. I never want to...
You don't want to OD?
Yeah, I don't want to OD. I don't want them to be like, I'm tired of her, so...
You're about to be everywhere though with these movies come out and at the same time. That's you don't usually do that so much.
No, this is it's about to be a lot of Aaliyah for a minute, but I'm cool with that. I had a nice 5-year.
I think they're ready, man.
Yeah,
you've been doing it like this for so long. I think it's time for you.
A 5-year break from the album, so it's time for a little bit more Aaliyah. They don't have to worry. I'll never overdo it.
How come 5 years, too?
After 100 Million, I wanted to break for a little bit, and after the first year, I started to record the next album, but then other things kept happening to push it back. So I didn't intend for it to be 5 years, but then Romeo. But I knew I'd have things out, so I wasn't that worried about it.
Right.
But I wasn't trying to do a 5-year thing. It kind of happened.
But here you are. She's back.
Yes, I'm back.
Her album's in the store. She got movies coming out. We're going to go to the phones in a second. I got to pay some bills, handle some business real quick. And we got number 2 on the way. Number 1, we'll play a bonus song from Aaliyah. We'll play a new joint. You know, we're here for you. Yeah, we're here for you, man. Hotlines are open. Call us up. It's Hot 97. Blazing Hip Hop at night. And what? Harvey! Thank you.
Charges got brought up.
It's fast. What? Are you laughing at us, Aaliyah?
That was great. That was a great invitation to go out. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the number 2 song today, Fast Lane. Put it on your list because you can win a back to school backpack after number 1 today. Aaliyah's in the place with us.
Yeah, I like that song. That song is hot.
And the beat is crazy too, right?
It's ugly. I love it.
What else do you like? What's out that's not right now? Like, what's in your CD? What's in your CD player?
Oh, it's so funny. You know, when everyone asks me this, I always draw a blank. It's like...
Really? You don't have nobody that you're like, this is March?
It's because, you know, I listen to a lot of old stuff.
You do? Like
yeah,
what?
like Prince and Sade and this cat, Lewis Taylor. This British artist is really dope. I listen to his stuff all the time. But Missy, I love Missy's album. You know, some girls, like, I put Missy up. Lamo's album's hot too.
Yeah, big shout to Lamo.
Yeah, I gotta shout her out.
Going in for Flex tonight.
She will be here tonight. She'll be hosting the Funk Master Flex show. Flex is out at the Source Awards.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are they today? That's tonight?
Tonight.
Oh.
We wish everybody to be safe out there.
Yes, sir.
And without getting into great detail, I will say that there's a lot of people, for some weird reason, that just did not want to go to the Source Awards this year. And it's so strange to me that everybody's just under pressure. You can't even believe it.
We just hope everybody's safe.
No, you know, I hope so.
Everybody have a good time.
Right.
Safe, fun time.
Safe, good, wholesome, fun, family fun.
Yeah, we'll be watching it on TV. So.
Right.
Exactly.
So I don't think it's on tonight. I think they tape it first.
They tape it?
Edit out any, you know,
craziness.
That's the safe way to do it.
Whatever they can add, they'll add next week.
You know what I was wondering about? Maybe you could answer this because you just did one of these MTV Diary things. Now, do you get to pick what pieces you want on TV?
Nope. No.
Really?
No. They just follow you around, tape a whole bunch of stuff, and then they put it together the way they see fit. So you just gotta hope that, you know,
that you
if you've done anything crazy, or if you said anything crazy, that, you know, they don't use it. But that was fun.
But yours is good. It was good.
Thank you.
I enjoyed
Very
it.
silly, me and my crew. And we have fun together, so.
That's important, right? To have your people around.
Oh, yeah. It makes the work so much easier to just have fun. So I love them.
You've been in this for a minute now, huh?
7 years.
Does that feel crazy to you?
It does. It does, because, you know, to be young, but to be in it for so long, it's... feel like a veteran at a young age. So.
You feel like you had a regular life, though? You feel like, you know...
I do, because my parents made sure I had all those things that kids need, you know, Sweet 16s, prom, and
you did all that?
Yeah, I did.
You were already on videos and stuff when your prom came around. Though.
Yeah, I was. Well, I took Playa, you know, group Playa on Def Jam. I took them to my prom, and
all of them.
2 of them. One of them couldn't make it. I took 2 girlfriends and Static and Black from Playa, and we went and.
I thought it was like you, like the whole group.
Yeah, it's back, you know, back then, that's when I was still a little boyish. I didn't wear a dress, you know. I was like, I'm going to take a little crew to prom. I'm not going to have like a date. So, but I had all of that, you know.
But you wore a dress to the prom, right?
I wore pants. I did. I wore a little lace outfit. It was cute, but I was like, I'm going to wear a dress. Still in boy mode back then. But I had all that stuff, you know.
So how'd you pick him? How'd you pick those guys to take? It's just you were cool with them?
Yeah, we were hanging out, and I had done a song on their album, and we were friends at that point. So I was like, I want to go. I wasn't gonna go, but I was like, I think I should have that. I'm like, I want to have that memory. So
right, a prom.
Just took my crew with me and had some fun.
What kind of guys do you like?
As you can see right now, I like to laugh. That's very important to me. So, sense of humor is key.
Like funny dudes?
I like really silly, funny people. Everybody that I hang with knows how to laugh and just wild out and be crazy. So, I like that. And, you know, people that can just appreciate chilling and staying at home and kicking it.
You seem like you have a small clique, too, like people that you...
Yeah. You know, in this business, you have a few people that you're really tight with and close with. And you have a lot of acquaintances and people you may know, but it's pretty limited people that you really can trust and confide in and kick it with. So, that was a small circle.
We're gonna play a bonus song today.
Okay.
I really like this song here. That's
This is one of my favorites.
We talked about this song.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this was a really good song. It's just that it was out at the time that Try Again was out.
Yeah.
And Try Again was out of here.
Yeah, it was
So this song didn't really breathe as much as it should have.
Nah, it did its thing, but it didn't get as much airtime as I would have liked it.
But we both love it.
Yes, we do.
And X, it must have been cool to do a video with X.
He's fun. He's great. We have fun together.
Big shout out to DMX. This is the bonus song today. We're going to play it. We're going to give it the love it deserves.
Thank you. Come back and watch this.
Yeah. Pay attention to what's going on. It's the Hot 5 4. Aaliyah's here. Side 97, Blaze and Hip Hop and R&B. That was Come Back in One Piece. Aaliyah, DMX. Bonus song today on the Hot 5 and 4. We love X up here too.
Yes.
How could you not love X?
Much love for DMX. Everybody loves X.
What was that video shoot like?
That was fun. That was crazy. We did the Yonkers.
You did that in Yonkers?
Everybody came out and got a little shot in the video. It was fun.
Shout out to X. Looking forward to the new album and everything.
Everything.
And everything. So what's next, Aaliyah? What's in the works, man? Where are you going to be in 5 years?
Hopefully just still doing this, you know, singing, acting, dancing, all of that. Entertaining people.
What about marriage, babies? You want to do any of that stuff?
I do. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I don't know when that'll be.
Not today.
No, not today. But at some point, yeah, you know, that'll happen.
You see a lot of kids? One kid?
I see one, maybe two.
That's it.
That's about it. That's all I can handle.
No tribes.
Nah, not for Aaliyah.
You have to have two. You seem pretty close with your brother.
Yeah, we're tight. We're very tight. So yeah, I'll probably have 2 kids.
2 little babies.
Yeah.
All right, I have to get to number 1 because we was running our mouth before.
Yeah, we've been having fun. We have a lot of girl talk. It's kicking it.
It's important.
Okay, I'm gonna introduce number 1.
You are?
Yes.
You know what it is?
Yes.
She's paying attention.
I do.
She's so small. Go ahead.
Okay, the number 1 joint of the day is
Wait.
P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Diddy. It's number 1.
Diddy, number 97.
Okay.
Blazing hip hop and R&B.
Oh my goodness. Get the dollar. Good luck. And we won't stop. In case you didn't know, we just turned the radio on. Even though if you just turn it on, you're a little late, because we talked about a lot of things.
Yeah, we had fun. We kicked it.
Yeah, man. I wish you, continued success.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you do.
Thank you very much. You too, Mom.
We like it. What else? I feel like there's stuff with you. Any parting words for the tri-state area?
Just want to say thank you. I love you. You know, I'm glad everybody likes the album. I hope y'all like the singles and the videos getting ready to drop. And
Back to back.
Back to back. Rock the Boat, More Than a Woman. And that's really it.
What the videos like? You shot them here?
I did More Than a Woman in LA with Dave Myers. That was really cool. And Rock the Boat, I'm doing in Miami and the Bahamas. So we get a little trip to the Bahamas. It's going to be a little Caribbean video.
That's nice.
It's going to be cute.
All right, so look out for all of that good stuff there. Please, let's have one time for Aaliyah.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through. Speaking of Rock the Boat, you want to introduce it? Being that, you're a DJ and everything.
Okay, this is Rock the Boat. Second single off the album on my favorite station. Love y'all. Hot 90.
Yeah, Bobby is very jealous. You got that washboard stomach that is incredible. What, you work out all the time or what?
I work out here and there. I can't even front. I'm going to get a trainer though. They're going on tour, and I've got to get myself together. But I slack here and there. I do.
Yeah? But do you binge on junk food? I mean, are you like me? You go to McDonald's every couple hours?
I kind of space it out, eat right most of the time, and then I'll treat myself. End of the week, Baskin Robbins, McDonald's, treat myself.
Right. And now you're 18, right? We got to get that clear.
Turn 18.
Just a happy birthday!
Thank you. January.
I can't sing happy birthday, so we won't even try, but you got the idea. Now, you're never taking your sunglasses off, though.
No, I have taken them off.
We saw you on Leno, and you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
I mean, her eyes, I thought, maybe one eye was going left, the other eye was going right.
I've heard that one.
I mean, there's rumors floating around.
Oh, yeah.
Can you take them off for me?
Yes, I can.
Bobby, you're a witness. Beautiful eyes!
Thanks.
She's got gorgeous eyes, dark brown.
Yes.
You don't have any makeup on, though, do you?
No, just a little.
Just a little lipstick. It looks good. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to come down here, take some pictures. Do I look better with the glasses off?
Yeah,
All right, very
definitely.
Nice. Thank you very much. So you're into fashion. You got DKNY on.
Yeah.
When you go out and shop, what do you shop for? What do you buy?
Whatever looks dope. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's just designer. I'm going to go for it.
What kind of gear, though? What do you really like? DKNY? What else?
Tommy. Love Tommy Hilfiger. And Nike. Yeah. Love jogging suits. It's so easy to travel with, easy to pack, so a lot of jogging suits.
So now, are you going to be at the Grammys? You're going to be dressing up for the Grammys?
I'm not going to be at the Grammys.
You're not? You're on tour, on the road?
I'm on the road, but I will be at the Soul Train Awards in the Blockbuster.
Oh, that's cool. We'll check you out there.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you something. You're going to be singing the national anthem at the Sonics game tonight.
Yes,
we were talking about this earlier. She's a little nervous.
I'm very nervous.
No, but you've done this before.
Yes, I have.
Let's be honest. That is a hard song to remember the damn words to.
It's very difficult.
Can you give us a little test right now?
No.
We're going to stop the music. Bob, cut the music.
Oh, good.
Just put just a little bit, okay? Okay, put the headphones on. You can't hear anything, though.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're taping.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm only
sorry. Aaliyah hates me. Ready?
You know I'm shy.
2, 1, hit it, baby.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Okay.
Okay. She's ready for that.
If you have bad credit or no credit, you will qualify for a major credit card.
My question is, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't have.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
All right, that's just my question.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Remember kicking back with your spoon.
Q93, 5 o'clock traffic jam. Our special guest, Aaliyah, in the house with us. Multi-platinum. 1 in a million. Who are you talking about in that song? Who is that song dedicated to?
Actually, I haven't met my one in a million yet.
Soon.
Soon, hopefully, yeah.
He hasn't been down the pole? Genuine? R. Kelly? No one?
Nobody. I think it's probably going to be a friend. You know, I think friendship's important. So a friend first.
So that's what you're singing about. It's not necessarily someone you're in love with.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to interpret it as. You know?
Cool.
Yeah.
Could be some
So who's your one in a million? Who's your one in a million?
She's gone now. My 1 in a million is zilch now. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I can have my own song. You're 1 in a zilch. Don't have it, no. I don't have any 1 in a million to live. That doesn't happen. Later tonight, you and I, though. We're going to hang out, get to know each other over a little coffee. You don't know Seattle, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay,
so
I'll
you
take
can show me around, you know, we can get to be friends. And,
I know a few little spots early. I'll take you around. Now, you know how to do the dip, right?
Yeah.
Because we're actually going to do this. Aaliyah and I are going to do it live in the studio right now.
It's going to be hot.
You can put your hand up on my hip.
Okay, and then we can dip.
Yeah. You ready?
It's the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Tom is on vacation, taking a well-deserved vacation, and that's what he tells us. Myra J. Anthony Brown, and Sybil Wilkes spinning around in the big chair. Joining us now is the one and only Aaliyah. Hey, Aaliyah.
Hey, Aaliyah.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Oh, we're good. We're good, and glad to see you back out there with some new music.
Thank you.
It's been much too long.
Yes, it has.
How long has it been? Like 5 years?
It's been 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
busy making movies, huh?
Yeah. Romeo must
out there
die.
kicking butt.
Hanging out with Jet Li and all the fellas.
Yeah.
But is it good to be back in the studio? Had you missed it?
I really have. I'm so glad to be back out with the new album. It's been too long. You know, projects pushed the album. It kept pushing the album back. So to have one out, I'm just so happy, and I hope the fans will love it. I'm very happy with it.
And what's the name of the album?
It's self-titled, Aaliyah.
It is Aaliyah. Okay. And what is your favorite song on there so far?
The next single, which is More Than a Woman.
More Than a Woman.
More Than a Woman.
All right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more than a woman. Bacon, fried up, kick the butt. I do it all.
That's right.
So writing these songs yourself, producing them?
No. I worked with a lot of great producers, Timbaland, of course,
Yeah.
a few new ones, J-Dub, Butter, Key Beats, and Static from Player wrote majority of the album. Missy penned one. So had a lot of
Too
great
bad you
people.
couldn't get any big names.
Yeah, I have a great team, great creative team on this album.
And how long did it take you to do it with all your other activities involved?
It took, on and off, it took about 8 months altogether, because I started it before Romeo. Then Romeo came up, then Queen of the Damned came up. So between all of those projects, I did the album. So altogether, about 8 months.
Wow.
So what are you doing next now? Touring or what? What's
Yeah, you're going to go out on the road and promote the album?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about now. I love touring, and I really want to get out
really?
there. Oh, yes, it's my favorite part of being a singer, really, is getting out there and performing. So if it doesn't happen end of this year, it'll happen beginning of next year.
Are they going to do another Romeo?
Another Romeo? No, I don't think there's
Romeo. They told you Romeo had to
Romeo
die.
must die, Jay.
Romeo
Did you get a title? He must die.
You're alive. You could do it. Jet's alive.
So it's not going to be another one.
What about your next project, though, for the screen?
The next one will be Queen of the Damned. I finished that in December. That's the third book in the Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles.
Yeah.
So that'll be out, I think, like beginning of next year, like March 2002.
How did that come about?
I read the script and went after it.
Did you
I
really?
I love vampires, and I love Anne Rice, and I just really wanted to portray a vampire, and I love the character, so I went after it, worked hard, and I got it.
So did you hang out with Anne Rice at all? Did you all?
No, unfortunately. The director met with her a few times, but she didn't come out to Australia. We shot that in Melbourne, Australia. So hopefully she'll be at the premiere.
And you get a chance to meet her finally.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really something.
Thank you.
So now, in terms of the combination of things, you think you have that worked out now? That you'll be able to keep doing the music and do the movies and all of that?
It's been tough. You know, it's been double the workload, but everyone around me, from my company to my agents, everyone's trying to work together so that I can do both. So far it's been pretty good, and I'm hoping that, we can.
Well, what about some television? You going to do some of that?
I would love to. I'd love to do it all.
Now, she likes to get paid. I like her. I like her. Making money.
Now, the word is that you're up for the lead in Sparkle.
Yeah, I'm attached to Sparkle.
That's exciting.
That's very exciting. We just got the script, so that'll probably happen sometime next year.
Now, that's with our friend Elin Harris.
Yes, he wrote the script.
Yeah.
He's great. I met him a few times, and that's very exciting.
That's
cool.
cool.
Whitney's producing it. Her company's producing it.
Right, yeah. So that'll be excellent. Well, we wish you a lot of luck with that.
Thank you.
And try to get busy and do some things with your life.
Okay.
Sitting around all the time.
Okay, I'll try to work a little bit harder.
Would you please?
All right, then. Well, you know what? We want to thank you for joining us this morning. We know it's a little early for you.
It's all right. Okay.
But we wish you a lot of luck with Aaliyah, and we wish you luck with all of your on-screen projects. We look
Hi. Hi, how you doing? My name is Joy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Troy.
How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I want to thank you for meeting with me today.
No problem.
I think that's great that you can come and stop and take time.
No, I was looking forward to meeting you.
Okay, that's great. Well, I just wanted to say, you've been, a really big inspiration in my life because I know that you get a chance to go out and do benefit concerts for, breast cancer and Alzheimer's, and that really hit me close to home because I had a friend, real good friend, Jolene, who was experiencing that and going through dealing with cancer, but thank God, she's doing really good right now and everything. I just wanted to know, why do you feel it's important to do benefit concerts?
My aunt passed away with breast cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And my grandmother just passed with Alzheimer's, and she was a breast cancer survivor. So it's important to me because I think people should be aware about all types of cancer, and I'm focusing on breast cancer because it hit my family, and I have to be aware.
Yeah, you're just great, the way that you can take out time to do that.
Thank you. It's important to give back. I
yeah.
do feel that.
I used to do volunteer services for 3 years, and I want to get back into it because you've been part of that inspiration to get me back into that, and that's something I want to do.
You me feel great.
So, if I were to check your CD player, what CDs would I find?
Right now, I'm listening to Casey and JoJo. Love Casey and JoJo. Big Pun. You like Big Pun?
Yeah, it's cool.
That song is hot. I like SWV. Of course, people in my crew, Tim, Missy, Genuine.
So what was it like, collaborating with Timberland on the One in a Million album?
He's great to work with. I've known him for 2 years now. When we first met, we clicked, and one of the songs we did was One in a Million. And we just clicked, and we had a great chemistry, and ever since then we've had a wonderful friendship and working relationship.
Yeah.
Inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you.
I was in high school and everything. So it was this girl that I had a crush on and everything. Your lyrics to that song, they really helped me to approach her because she was high post,
Really?
Those lyrics were a part of it because I was thinking this girl is one in a million.
Right.
If I don't do this now, I'll never have an opportunity to do it again. And those lyrics really inspired me and gave me the courage and the strength to actually do that. And I was like, whoa, I actually did it.
I'm glad to hear that because I think
it was
all artists, when we make music and we perform, our main goal is to touch someone and to reach them in one way or another. And to hear that, it's really great.
How did the concept for the 4-page letter video come about? How did you?
My brother wrote the concept for that video. He's in college for film, and we wanted to do something really different for that video, but I didn't want to do what was really expected, since the song was talking about a 4-page letter. I didn't want to sit in a room and write a 4-page letter.
Yeah.
And he literally wrote it within like a half an hour and faxed it to me, and I loved it.
Oh, yeah. And I enclosed it with a kiss.
So, like, I have to ask this question. How did it feel, you know, to perform at the Oscars in front of, like, hundreds of movie stars?
To be at the Oscars in front of all of those movie stars, people that I admire and hope to work with one day, that was really, really a great experience. I was extremely nervous, but I said, you know, I've got to fight through this and do my thing. And when I got out there,
you did a good job,
Thank you very much.
I know there's a lot of guys out there who want to know this question, too, the answer to this question. Like, what are the most important things you look for in a guy?
Oh, wow. Well, I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, you don't have a boyfriend?
No, I'm single.
Okay.
But I'm looking for someone who's got a great sense of humor. I love to laugh. And someone who got a good head on their shoulders, know what they want out of life.
Yeah.
And just an all-around good guy.
Yeah.
You know, not anything too specific.
So I wish you much success.
Thanks a lot.
Continued
success to you.
Thank you.
Baby, when I get the nerve to come to you.
Can I get a hug? You've just been the best.
Yes, thanks a lot.
Babygirl träffade Aaliyah för 4 år sedan. How do you want people to react when they hear the name Aaliyah?
I want them to say, she's the bomb. She is dope. Aaliyah, she's dope. I like her.
Just like an artist or as a person too?
Both, as an artist and a person. I feel I'm cool people. I'm down to earth. If a fan of mine sees me walking down the street, they can come up to me and ask me for an autograph. They can kick it with me because I'm real.
It's for you. That you look up to.
Barbara Streisand. Definitely Janet Jackson. Whitney Houston. Her first album was the first one I bought, and I did a lot of her songs when I was younger.
17 minutes past the hour. Russ Parr, along with Olivia Fox, and of course, we always have fun with Aaliyah when she comes to the studio. In just a minute, Olivia is going to have more of a conversation we had Aaliyah when she was here last. 18 minutes past the hour.
Also, Russ, we want to remind everyone the BET Network will be doing a special tribute to Aaliyah tonight. I believe it's at 6 o'clock, but you want to check your local listings because it could be a different time in your area. Aaliyah was here. The last time she was here was about a month ago, and you, unfortunately, were on vacation,
right.
But she was here promoting her new album, just as sweet as she could be. And I told her that when I had the opportunity to interview Janet Jackson, and I asked her who she wanted to work with, Janet said Aaliyah, and I asked her thoughts on that. Aaliyah's in the studio with us, and we're talking to her about this wonderful album. Came out a couple days ago, and I'm telling you, everybody's saying this is the one. I mean, I think your record speaks for itself. Myself and Janet Jackson, I know last time you were here, we were telling you how Janet says that you were one of the key people that she, really wanted to work with. Do you think that's going to happen?
We really tried for this album, and the schedule just didn't work out. But, we're label mates now, so that's still always a possibility. So hopefully we'll hook up and do something together.
Wow.
That would be really nice.
Now, how does that work? Like when someone on a Janet Jackson level asks someone like you on your level to say, I want to work with you, is that like your management goes back and forth, or do you actually get to make the phone call? How does that work?
Well, me and her had met a few times and actually hung out a few times. So initially we talked and said we wanted to do it two-way each other, and then management got involved to try and make it happen and set up studio time and work out the scheduling. And that's where it got difficult because I was gone for 4 months doing another film, and then she was doing her album, and we just couldn't do it in time for both. We wanted to put on both albums. Her album came out a little bit before mine,
right?
So it just didn't work this time, but we'll hook up again.
Hopefully, very soon.
Yeah.
Wow. Just hearing her so full of life.
Yeah, it's really hard to be here today. I tell you, trying to glorify her life and shine some light on her life, maybe some things that people didn't know about her, but just the overall, it's still something that it's just hard to believe. It's just really hard to, and I think that's for anyone who loses anyone close to them so instantly and tragically, because there were other people that were on the flight, and there are people mourning all over the country for the lives that were lost on Saturday evening. It's just a very, very sad day for many.
On the phone line right now, we have Bow-Legged Lou from Full Force who's worked with Aaliyah. What's happening, Bow-Legged?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. How you feeling?
Not well, and I think a lot of us are pretty much downtrodden about everything that's going on, but you know, I know life goes on. You had a, and by the way, man, I love you from way back when, man, and I know you've worked with a lot of artists, and you've worked with
But, you know, we've definitely known Aaliyah, know her uncle Barry Hankerson, of course, who brought her in the business, and everything like that. And it's just a sad thing. And us, like everybody else, not only in the entertainment business, but, you know, we definitely offer our condolences to her and her family. She was a very talented young lady, you know. Her boyfriend, Damon Dash from Rockefeller, he's distraught as well, and he's a good brother. But you know, I guess life is so very short, so we gotta always like live each day, man, and just give thanks to God, and always just show love for one another, you know.
It doesn't seem fair, you know. It just doesn't seem fair, and I always say this: that the good die young. But this was so unexpected, and you just don't see these things coming, you know?
You just can't see it coming, you know. I mean, when God tell you, you know, it's time to go, I mean, this is what happens. And it's just such a shock, you know, about the entertainment business. And it just shows you how, precious life is, and we just have to just take things, because, you know, I love Aaliyah, but, you know, it's just like almost like it's like any young person. You don't like to see any young person, whether they're famous or not, pass away.
I think that is the saddest thing that you could ever, and I've gone to a couple of funerals of young people, 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds and 16-year-olds, and it's the saddest, I mean, just beyond sad.
Yes.
To go to a young person's funeral. I think when someone is older and they've had an opportunity to live their lives, you mourn the loss, you know, but you think, okay, well, they lived their life. But when a young person hasn't lived out their full potential, it's just the saddest.
Good morning, Ms. Haughton. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good, good. Nice to have you here. When you think back about your daughter, what is one of your best memories of your daughter?
I guess I would have to say her pure sweetness in terms of her characteristics, in terms of her performances and the memories that I have of watching her perform, because she loved what she did. She loved it. I would have to say when she won the MTV award, and she took her brother on stage with her.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And she always said, "I'm never wearing a dress. I'm never wearing heels." And she went on that stage with a beautiful Roberto Cavalli dress. And when she took him up, my husband and I, we were in Australia at the time. She was filming Queen, and she flew 22 hours, her and her brother. And it was awesome. And the Oscars, when she sang Journey to the Past.
Oh,
yeah,
the
wow.
Anastasia movie.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't know is that she started early in her career as a young girl singing actually with Gladys Knight. And, I mean, I don't know if a lot of our listeners may be too young to know about the power of the voice of Gladys Knight. You can't get any better than that. No. You know what I mean? Starting with Gladys.
That's
and then,
perfect early singing workshop.
Yeah, for real. 'Cause Gladys Knight is one of the all-time greats.
Yes, indeed.
For sure. And, I mean, when I think of Aaliyah, what I think of is just how wonderful she was always. Like, some people trip. Some people get their stars start shining and they start forgetting people and they start tripping, and then there's got to be 42,000 assistants and security and everything when they come up to a radio station to do an interview. Yeah. And then some of them won't do interviews.
Exactly.
Am I lying, Cut?
Until they catch a brick.
Right. Until they start falling by the wayside, then all of a sudden, you know, everybody wants to do radio again.
Oh, yeah.
But Aaliyah was never like that, whether it was Queen of the Damned or a movie with Jet Li, and or anything, or a record, or an album, or a soundtrack. She was always willing to come up and do radio, and was always just the same person. We eat breakfast with us.
Yeah.
You know, not come in, where my breakfast at? Always, what y'all eat? Give me a piece of that. You know what I mean? Always the same person, man. Miss Haughton, thank you so much.
Well, I want to say something before I go.
Absolutely.
I want to say thank you to all the fans, and I have so many fan letters. They're in storage. I couldn't read them all. One day I'm going to bring them out, and I'm going to go through each and every one, because they meant so much to me, the ones that I was able to read. It was very emotional, so that's part of the reason why I couldn't finish. And I want to thank Power 105 for doing this morning, and to Moni Love and DJ Cut and Anthony and Ed. Love you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I really do. Thanks to all the fans out there for keeping the memory of a real angel alive, man. We really do appreciate that. We appreciate everybody listening this morning. Power 105.1, y'all.
And we're going to bring it out and put it on a bootleg, of course.
Oh, you are the worst. Okay, so just anything that just comes to my head with it. It could be a song if I wanted to be, huh?
Yeah, it could be a nicely track. It could be a sort of whatever. Some freaky stuff, some sweet stuff, some...
Okay, let me think for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, no. Let me see. Put me on the spot. Now I'm all wasting time.
Maybe start with something from the Isley catalog, something that you haven't recorded so far.
Okay, I've got one. Is love behind me? Though I need you to satisfy me. Destiny will prove to divide me. For you're a part of me. I feel the love within you. Your beauty lies within you. Touching me when you feel the need to. Become as one with me. So let me down easy. If ever you were me, my love, let me down easy. For all I know you.
Lias tolkning av Isley Brothers Let Me Down Easy exklusivt i Soul låter så här i original.
Is love behind me? Though I need you to satisfy me. Destiny will prove to divide me. For you're a part of me. I feel.
Och så drar Aaliyah vidare.
I go home tomorrow. I leave in the morning.
Okay, back to Detroit.
Back to Detroit.
Yeah.
Back home.
Keep up the funk.
I will.
Den här sången